Hey, everybody. And Trey.
Hey, Ryan. How's it going?
Good, my man. I thought about one time just leaving the song on the whole time and just not coming in until after the song was over.
Hold on, I got a headline. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
You know what? If you had a headline, I would accept it.
No, you
with
wouldn't.
Open arms. Well, I have some information for you.
Uh-oh.
That I feel like
Santa is real.
No.
Oh.
No. This is about one of your boys.
Oh shit.
So your boys are
Jason Statham?
Okay, it's not about Jason.
The Rock.
It is about The Rock.
Okay.
Which makes me laugh every time because I just think about The Rock manhandling you.
That is not a funny.
But just like in a, I'm gonna hold the door open for you, and I'm gonna I don't know. He's definitely the man.
Can you imagine him being a catcher though? You never know.
Okay, we're done. Jesus Christ.
You don't.
Well, that's true. That's true. But that makes it even weirder.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I have to get a ladder or something.
It's interesting because anybody that has listened. Okay.
There you go.
So you know what? That was good. We don't even need to tell the story. So something that I thought you'd want to know. I don't know if you knew this already. Did you know? And this is going to give you a massive erection. Did you know that he was on Joe Rogan recently, and he told Joe that in 1997 he was going to leave the WWF to be an MMA fighter.
No shit. Interesting.
Because he wanted to get into martial arts in a whole way.
Interesting.
And I thought since you're into Taekwondo, that would be like a bonding moment for you and The Rock.
That's interesting because his whole family was a huge wrestling family. Grew up in the business and everything. So that's surprising.
Maybe that's why.
How old was he around then? Does it say?
I don't know.
No.
I mean, I don't have the art. It's
so
just
97. So.
Miss what?
How old is he? Is he less? He's less than 10 years older than us, right?
Probably. Who cares? He was young. He's probably in his 30s.
Mid-20s, maybe.
Or maybe 20.
Yeah, maybe mid-20s.
There you go.
Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
So if he does that, then he probably doesn't become as big a movie star either, right? You never know.
You don't, yeah. Yeah, because I know WWE kind of gave him that lift.
That's what I mean.
That jump off springboard,
and
if
then
you will.
He might not have been one of your boys.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Lucky him.
Dwayne, you made the right calls. So now you are one of Trey's.
You're my man crush still.
So I thought you'd like that.
That's pretty neat.
So I'm gonna do a combination of going off on everybody and hopefully laughing a little bit because, dude, talking about serious shit gets us into serious shit. It's insane. I put up these preview videos on YouTube and on TikTok. Those are the main ones right now where you put up these clips to try and entice people to come watch the rest of the show.
Yeah,
and you can watch it on YouTube if you want, but they're mainly the ones that are getting all the views are these previews. And I put up a lot about right now because guess what? We've been talking about Hamas, the Palestinians, Israel, the whole thing. And it's just got, and people go, well, what do you think was going to happen? Well,
that's true.
I was hoping I'd get at least a little more, and I have had some decent conversation, and some people have stepped in and kind of said, this is what he means to say, give him a break. But man, I did a video before you got over here, and the only reason I'm admitting that is because I'm in the same shirt. so that people know it was today. And I said, everybody calm down, please calm down. We just want to talk. And we literally say that. And in the clip that this person responded to, the person goes, you don't know what you're talking about. And I said, yeah, I had just admitted that in the clip that you're commenting on.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know what I'm talking about. I want to learn. We have someone here that's giving her perspective from her side, which she's allowed to do. You had some people, the woman that she's afraid to show her face. She doesn't know. She thinks she... Well, she probably knows more than you. You live in Cincinnati and you grew up in...
Was there any Palestinian point of views that were actually good?
Well, no. As I tried to tell him, multiple times throughout the show, and I was trying to reiterate it to our listeners so that they didn't think that just because M was on here, all of a sudden we were this pro-Israel, and we may establish that opinion at some point, but we're not this pro, like, screw everybody else. We're definitely just because we had somebody on.
Right.
And that, but the problem is I'm getting this other side, and it's not positive. No one wants to talk to me. They want to just insult me, or they want to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I had one guy call me a baboon.
Wow.
I mean, well, I guess I look like a baboon.
I guess.
And then a guy responded to that video, because on the video I said, I admitted somebody called me a baboon, and this guy goes, "Don't even fucking look at me."
Oh shit.
It's like, what?
In the same baboon? Maybe he didn't like baboons.
To that video, to the little video where I said, "Everyone, let's chill out."
Were you looking at him in the camera during that video?
This guy has no profile picture. He has no videos on. Is no nothing.
So we can't look at him then.
That's what I said back to him. I just nicely enough, I would love to look at you, but I can't because you're hiding behind a non-profile account,
Gotcha.
a picture account. Anyway, but I'm the worst person to get involved. I get on these tangents. I think I spent 2 hours today commenting. Oh, this guy, fuck him. And
so if that lady from TikTok were to hear that you were a baboon, would she call like a snow baboon?
Yeah, right. Marshmallow baboon.
Marshmallow
or
baboon?
Baboon of the chalk.
A mayonnaise baboon?
Mayonnaise baboon. I don't know. So I was called retarded. And I'm going to say, yeah.
That was me. I'm sorry.
Trey. I thought the handle looked familiar.
That was my secret account.
But the fact that I was called that, I mean, I know, Trey, and even here, we're not supposed to be saying that. It's not PC. You're not supposed to say the word retarded.
No.
You can say retard, like the hangover.
Retard, yeah.
I'm
retard.
pretty sure you're not even supposed to say that.
I feel offended.
And somebody called me that, and they put a hashtag where the A was supposed to be like no, like it was okay.
Oh,
and I was like, these people. And so how am I supposed to learn from the other side of things, which in this case is the Palestinian side, and what I'm about to get to, which is the Hamas supporters, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show.
I think you said we were going to laugh.
Well, I'm going to laugh because we get a lot, and we'll get to we'll get to that. I just wanted to mention that, man, it's a chore just to talk to these people. I thought it'd be like, oh yeah, this is a great conversation starter, Ryan. Like let's really dive in.
Nope,
not so much.
Fuck you.
There's a bunch of, but then the positives are even like, you're absolutely right. Fuck the other people. So it's like somebody's yelling at the other one regardless. And
so nobody wants to talk.
Nobody wants to talk. And
So we can't learn. So we're going to remain retarded baboons. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe we should want that. Maybe we should just be like, and that was the other comment was, why do you guys all of a sudden care about this? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Fine. Okay. I don't care then. Like,
I apologize.
Would you rather us not care? Okay.
Hashtag retarded baboons. Here's our next hashtag.
So our new show is no longer Stay in the Grade. It's the Retarded Baboon podcast.
Right.
But I'm noticing that when we come on here and I look on YouTube and I'm starting to get, especially with all this thousands of views. I'm not just saying that. Thousands of views. Definitely like in the high hundreds of views for everything. Whereas when you first get a channel on YouTube, it starts slowly.
Yeah.
And it's starting to boom into the thousands. Well, then I look on TikTok and on YouTube and on Facebook, and how now it pops up and it gives you like all these reels and the shorts that are options to you.
Yes.
And it's just right there. Well, all I'm getting are just asses. Like I'm just getting pictures, and it'll show you like 1 second of it, and I'm kind of like, well, I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see where she goes, like where she walks to.
I want to see her thoughts about this.
Well, because she's heading somewhere.
Yeah.
And she's got tight.
It could be important.
She's got tight pants on, and she's got a rather.
Shit, she could have something important to
she
say.
She has a rather nice posterior, and I just wanted to see where she was headed.
Her thoughts
and
on
if she turned
Hamas
around and
Israel.
gave us, maybe she was headed to a conference about that. And so occasionally I click on it, but I tell you what, dude.
Occasionally.
I tell you what. Millions of views.
Yeah. So we need to wear tighter pants.
I'm asking if
Little crop tops.
if there's anything a guy can. I mean, it's such an advantage to me, and that's kind of what I was talking about. It's just like you can't compete. I mean,
It is difficult.
These people are probably making money, literally just they have a nice butt, and they put on yoga pants and walk around.
Pisses me off.
And then it's the guy behind him that's always like, hey, honey.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably an idiot, just
A retarded baboon.
So I don't know what we should do to up it other than
Some yoga pants.
maybe we should show up in yoga pants.
Some stay in the gray yoga pants.
Yeah, people let us know. Write us at any of the social media.
Want to see us in yoga pants?
Would that up our? Do you just believe that it would up our likes and our views on YouTube and TikTok?
I definitely would like it more.
Yeah. So if I just film Trey walking in a pair of yoga pants, and it's usually on like
Why do I have to be the one in the yoga pants?
because
I didn't say I would do it. I'm just saying.
You've been working out. So it's usually on like a pier. It's like on a on Broadway. It's like not Broadway, like a one of those piers that goes out, like the Navy Pier in Chicago.
Okay, yeah.
Where there's all the festivities and.
So she's not going to a conference then. What is she walking out on the
She's
pier
walking, but she getting a million views of her ass.
Does she have a bathing suit on? Because she's on a pier.
Well, sometimes there are bathing suit clips.
Maybe she's
I
fishing?
think.
You haven't really clicked on
haven't
many
seen
of
it.
them.
I mean, there's only a couple where I'm like, I need to know where she's going.
Yeah. She seems like she has something
And
smart to
some
say.
of them are so stupid. I mean, they're so stupid. It's just like a girl's unloading the dishwasher, and a guy comes up and like acts like he's gonna slap her on the butt, and she turns around and goes, "Haha, I'll stab you with this fork," and then they shut it off. It's like, it's got 6 million views, and I'm like, what are we doing? We're trying to talk about some serious world issues here, and we have 3 or 4,000, which is great.
Yeah.
And everyone's yelling at us.
So now I need to come slap your butt while you're loading the
Tell you what,
dishwasher?
if we had some great asses on camera, I don't know if people would be calling us buffoons or baboons or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah. Retarded baboons.
So anyway, that's
Hashtag.
that's YouTube and TikTok. I'm trying my best. Put
Figure this shit out.
My God,
I think that'd be a great clip though.
people are just. Are you getting ideas? Are you brainstorming about?
Like some assless chaps or something.
I think you've gone too far.
One of those
You've gone too far. I have no-
aprons with nothing underneath there.
Well, now we're talking because the key is leaving it to the imagination, Trey. And if you have assless chaps, there's no imagination.
No imagination.
That's the way it is. So I don't talk about this anymore. Just take me away for now. Let's. I know you've got something that you want to bring up tonight. You have to.
Oh yeah, I do.
Besides assless chaps,
Well,
which
never mind,
somehow
bring those
somehow we got to assless chaps.
It's not a bad thing.
I'm talking about TikTok shorts and you assless chaps.
So I've got a story that I ran across, and we talk about relationships and stuff like that, and I thought this was an interesting one. This woman had been in a relationship for close to 20 years. Actually, it says 20 years, 2 decades.
Good for her.
But finally broke up with him because she finally saw his face.
Okay, I'm gonna need to hear more.
So yeah, so I wish I could. I wish I could save the. Fuck it, I can't save it. A woman claims that she had intimate encounters with a ghost for over 2 decades.
What? I did not see that coming at all.
Apparently, this is a thing. But she
had an affair.
She
with the
finally
ghost.
ended it due to his appearance.
Oh, so he finally you could see his face.
He finally revealed his face.
He was an unattractive ghost.
Apparently, she says that the ghostly appearance came to her every night when she slept and began when she was young. The woman said the ghoul always made the first move, but she ended up falling in love with him, which led to their prolonged affair.
First off, the ghoul.
She claimed one day she was laying down and when she felt a hand move from her feet to her chest. It was strange.
Baby.
She was scared.
Yeah, baby. She's scared.
She said, from that moment on, he started coming to me like a spirit to have sex with me.
Oh. I want one of these, except female.
But, well, this is the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But everything changed the day she finally saw her lover's face.
Poor ghost.
So this prompted her, of course, to make a final decision on their relationship. She said he was a very big man, but the day I caught a glimpse of him, he had fangs and a face of a gargoyle.
I thought, well, fangs is kind of cool, but
Said she added,
Gargoyle.
the last time I saw his face was when I didn't want to continue.
Now, did she explain this to her therapist while she was in her straitjacket, or was somebody giving her therapy through this? Because that's a pretty big decision. If for 20 years, it sounds like this guy's been this ghoul has been getting in there and like pleasuring her without. I mean, you know what I mean. He's been taking care of business downtown.
Taking care of business.
And what woman isn't going to be in a relationship where a man does that every night? And then all of a sudden he's like, well, maybe it's my turn after 20 years. And she looked at his face and said, nope.
Well, so I dug into this a little bit more. And I found some guidelines around ghost sex.
Oh, seriously.
And it's called a spectrophilia, is what it's called.
That's sex with a ghost?
Yes.
Spectrophilia. Okay.
Says so. This Patty Negri, a psychic medium, and self-proclaimed good witch, who has emerged as our nation's leading, maybe only expert on spectrophilia.
I love when they say self-proclaimed. No one else proclaimed them.
So she provided these. She provided these general guidelines and step-by-step list of directions, which she titled Ghost Sex 101.
I must say I'm intrigued.
Are you intrigued? Okay.
I'm intrigued.
So,
okay, let's go.
Guideline number 1.
Okay.
Know that it is real. Take it seriously.
Okay.
Be as goofy as you want. Have tons of fun. But know that you really are inviting a real spirit from beyond in, and that you are opening a real portal into other realms.
So do you sit on the couch and watch a movie? Or do you have a comedy, a rom-com with some popcorn? Like, I don't understand.
If you're
have
sitting
fun.
there diddling yourself and you just kind of say, okay, take me now,
Just diddling.
and hope it's a female ghost that pops up.
See, when she said, let's have some fun, I was thinking about like having a date. Like, but you're in the house because the ghost is usually, they're relegated to one place, right?
I don't know.
They're not allowed to like go on the town. Right?
I think that they have to have permission to come into your home.
No, that's a vampire.
That's a vampire.
Yeah, we're talking about ghosts.
Okay.
But the ghosts usually haunt the one location. They don't they can't go to the local cinema and then get an ice cream cone on the way home.
Cinema.
No.
You can't pick them up on the street corner.
It is Netflix for the ghosts constantly on the iPad. So that's the point though. So this ghost person, and I know you have a couple more of this. What do they call them? A ghost?
Spectrophilia.
The spectrophilia expert is saying, go ahead and treat it like a relationship.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
So guideline number 2, know your belief system. Who are you going to call if you get scared?
I can. None of us should say it. Just leave that joke.
God, your angels, your guides, your higher self, your cat, doesn't matter. Just make sure you're ready.
Ghostbusters. I said it. I had to say it. I said it. Who are you going to call? Your cat. Fuck.
So, you're having sex with a ghost. You can't leave anything.
Okay. So she's saying, know your, what was it? Know your
belief system.
Your belief system.
Yeah.
Your religion?
Yeah.
Spirituality?
Pretty much, yeah.
What the hell does the cat have to do with it?
If things get out of hand, you got to call somebody, right? So if you believe in a cat, you call the fucking cat. Get this person off me. Or, I'm sorry, get this ghost off me.
If you believe in a cat.
I'm sitting here wondering, if you finish inside of a ghost, are you going to have to clean that stuff up all over the table and the floor?
And here we go.
Sorry. Number 3.
No. That's great. Hold on. I have to give you credit because that is a good question. It's a very Trey question, but it's a good question. Go ahead to number 3. We'll get there.
Don't get scared. Fear will do 2 negative things. Fear will prevent it from happening altogether.
Well, sure. You can't orgasm
the ghost
if you're
off.
scared, right?
Yeah. Fear will bring the wrong kind of energy.
Oh.
A darker energy that will feed on your fear.
What happens with that, though? It feeds on your fear, or does it mean it just makes it worse, like super anxiety, and the sex is just almost like painful? Or
you get a sexy female ghost, you get scared. Maybe the boyfriend ghost shows up and bends you over. I don't know. So it's like it turns all of a sudden it's weird shit right there.
It's a ghost gangbang. The more uncomfortable you are, the more people just show up.
I'm just railing you. Anyway.
Everybody. And she can't get out of it because she's scared. She's scared. Okay, next.
Oh, know that this is our realm of existence. They have to play by our rules. They have power
she's talking
over
like
you
as if
only
she's
if
one.
you give it to them.
Oh, okay.
So you have to give them the power.
Well, it sounds like you don't want to give them the power.
Doesn't seem like it.
She's saying this is our realm, so make sure that they understand that, like, okay, you're
This is my
this
house.
is us,
Yeah.
and I'm allowing you to do this to me.
Yeah.
No means no.
No means no, even for ghosts. Yes.
Even this. Okay.
File a report if.
Yeah. Hashtag. What was it?
Can you imagine that on Law and Order SVU? A ghost raped me. What the fuck?
That'd be awesome. It was some serious show, and it was that, and everyone's kind of like, okay, you guys really stretched.
And then number five.
Number 5.
Have fun with it.
Well, yeah.
Let go of any preconceptions of it being evil or bad. Keep it good, healthy, and fun.
Well, she saw this guy was a gargoyle with fangs. It seems evil.
How in 20 years did she not see this man's face?
I don't know.
There's 10 steps after this. I don't know if you want to run through them real quick.
No, yeah, real quick, because I keep commenting. Go ahead.
Be in a great personal space, clean, happy, good mood. Be in your good senses.
Okay.
Prepare your space, candles, incense, mood lighting,
Sorry.
sexy music.
Hold on, you got a little Barry White, little little JT rock your body or whatever that song is. Like,
But do not burn sage. That will keep the spirits away.
that's why sage. Is that just their deal?
I guess.
They picture fucking patchouli or whatever it's called.
I guess. Define your space and set its boundaries, i.e., bedroom only.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you imagine having sex with a ghost and your wife wakes up? That would be bad.
Well, just or awkward. Like,
Yeah.
can she see it or?
Or is it just you?
Yeah.
Like, babe, you see this shit?
Well, she looks over and you're just like flailing
The
around.
ghost smacks her on the ass.
You're like, you're just doing this smacking. Okay. Next.
Protect your space in whatever way works with your belief system. So the cats and the dogs and all
Well,
that
back
shit.
to the cats, right? Right. Okay.
Start doing some slow, deep breathing. Begin visualizing your ghostly lover.
Oh.
What it, he, she feels like, etc. Ask the
God.
universe.
Even
or
the ghost. Even the ghosts have to.
Send you a ghostly lover. Be very clear that you want to be a positive, good, loving, and as well as hot, of course.
First off, even the ghosts have to like identify as something.
They, them.
They, them. Second off,
I don't want a they, them to show up if it's my... anyway.
is this woman for real? Go ahead. Is there any more? You said you had 10. That was like 6.
Softly add a chant to your deep breathing. Something short that you can repeat easily. Like, come to me, loving spirits.
No, this can't be fucking real. This can't be real. This might be the best thing we've ever done.
Number 7, believe. Hopefully you got
you
to
have to
number 7.
believe.
You're believing all this shit.
I tell you what, if you don't believe by 7, you really have some issues.
Didn't read this shit. Hopefully, number 8, hopefully you will start feeling sensations. You may hear
Right.
something, smell something. Notice orbs of light or shadow. Hopefully the physical sensations are coming. Often a feeling of pressure on your body. Oh. That would be creepy. The feel of a soft touch and then different forms of sexual stimulation. Enjoy it.
Oh, so I mean, it sounds like this could be something. This could be pleasurable.
This could be interesting.
Yeah. Are you?
We should try this one show.
I was gonna say, are you gonna go home and like, hello,
No, I'm by myself.
hello, like,
Oh shit! Some ghost that looks like the Rock's gonna come in there. Come here.
you're gonna get the rock.
No.
He's flexing his shit out the foot of your bed.
Shit. Oh.
He just takes you. He fucking says you.
Oh God.
Hey, you're supposed to set your boundaries.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to watch a movie
We gotta
first.
use lube. We gotta use lube.
All right. See,
number 9.
You're gonna go home. At least think about this once while you're in bed. As soon as you turn the lights out, you're gonna be like, oh,
no.
shit.
Number 9. Throughout your encounter, communicate with the spirit. Make sure there is a mutual respect. That nothing is done or allowed that you are not happy or comfortable with.
Hashtag me too.
The rock, you take it out of that spot. Anyway. And
okay. Well, they're saying, respect your boundaries.
Yeah. Number 10, when it is over, thank the spirit. You can decide if you want to invite it back or not, and close the veil or portal that you open. Consciously, verbally
so now there's a portal.
There's a portal.
Okay.
Or a veil. Consciously, verbally state that all entities must leave. Oh, that's a kinky shit right there. And you are closing the veil. Can you imagine a ghost just sitting over there just playing with himself in the corner while you're it's like, who is this guy? Oh, it's my husband from the previous.
Yeah. But I need you guys to
shit.
You're trying to push him out. Like, no. I wish we could do a 3-hour show of just this.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stories about it.
Well, just this lady, because she's so serious.
Yeah.
I mean, do people? Okay, look, I'm the guy. I'm a writer of fiction, and I believe in all this crazy shit. And I love to be open. I always tell people, be open about what's out there, about anything. Anything's possible. Our brains are so little, and we only use like 10% of it anyway. But I don't know about this. Like, I feel like, oh man. So
some crazy
I'm just
shit.
intrigued that somebody takes it that seriously.
Yeah.
That there have been reports of this. This isn't a one-person thing, like I said, in a straitjacket somewhere. This is apparently something that needs a rule book. So
apparently so. This is some serious shit.
Good for these people. I mean, she got pleasure for 20 years. I just feel bad for the gargoyle.
Yeah.
I feel bad
After 20 years of loving,
he's got to go find somebody else.
He could have picked anybody, but he fell in love with her.
So can he get? So he goes into the portal, and can he get to another house?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or is he now in like?
I think they have like ghost Tinder. You just start.
once you're kicked out of the house, it's like now
you got to go back in, swipe left,
swipe left. All right.
Yeah.
I need this. Obviously, I need to change my. I need to change my angle. I need to come at it from above. So.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. So.
Oh man, I don't know how I'm going to top that. I'm going to try. This is with more serious talk though, so it won't be as funny.
Well, that's dumb.
But man, I tell you what. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be laying in bed like, I wonder if there is a ghost that like would blow me, or like something like that, you know. And would that be like, would it be cheating? Number one. Number two, would the wife be like, okay, then I don't have to do. You know what I mean? Like, would she be like,
she's helping you summon the ghost?
She's like, bring her in. Like, this is great.
Hook it up. Take care.
It's not really a person, so would it? I don't know
if that counts. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe.
I would love to be a fly on the wall when you had that conversation with her.
Yeah, I'm probably going to choose that as one of my non-battle. I'm probably not going to choose that as one of my battles. But let me talk about a woman named.
A real one or a ghost?
This is a real one.
Okay.
As far as I know. Her name is they've now people have named her Sushi Sheila.
Nice.
Yeah. Say it.
Sushi Sheila. You can't say it
Sushi
real fast.
Sheila. Sushi.
Anyway.
Something like that. And this woman's name is Sheila. Of course, she is Australian.
Of course she is.
And she's decided that she wanted to open up a sushi restaurant in New York City that had kind of a little bit of an Aussie, Australian kind of theme to it. So it's still sushi. I mean, you can still get all your basic, salmons and all the basic fish and type of items you would get at a regular sushi restaurant.
Australia is known for sushi, so that makes sense.
But now she would do, certain types of meats and things like that maybe were more in Australia, the flavoring and things like that.
A kangaroo.
Right, kangaroo sushi. God.
Tempura, though. Gotta have tempura.
As long as you fry it up, right? And all of our Australian listeners have now gone. We're gonna
tempura kangaroo.
Now we want raw kangaroo on our rice bed. So we're laughing, but get this shit.
All right, I'm with you.
I'm fired up. there are people out there that are now saying, and this relates to a show, the Halloween show we did. There are people that are out there that are literally claiming that she is culturally appropriating because it's sushi restaurant and that she is not Japanese and she should not be opening it up because she is not a Japanese woman.
Why?
It's just getting out of hand. It's so stupid.
Is she making fun of the cuisine in any way?
That's the point. I mean, if she was in there like, oh, hello, and like she was doing, I don't know what that was right there. But if she's doing like some sort of Japanese like fake accent or the eye thing or the
not showing respect
something,
or anything,
then maybe. But this is a legitimate restaurant. I mean, so here we go. So this is one of the quotes, and the big thing that they're calling her is people are tired of colonizers, and they're claiming that white people that do this type of thing are colonizers. They take over. So they're saying that she didn't want to pay for sushi in New York City, so she just started her own sushi restaurant, made it cheaper to take over everybody,
so she can get her own free sushi.
She can get her sushi. I mean, that's how stupid it is. It makes no sense, first off. But the fact that people are still using the term, like, I mean, it says, give me a break, colonizer. If you don't see why this is a problem, you are part of the problem. And it's like,
I don't get that.
What is the problem?
Why is this a problem?
No, I mean, does every single Italian and pizza place having it like, hello, Italy, welcome, have my spaghetti. Like,
right.
And by the way, that was my Italian accent.
So what?
Get jealous. But that's the point. You see, in all fairness, there are a lot of sushi restaurants, and they are Japanese owned, and at least they're bartenders or waiters, and that's fine. That's the vibe they want to put out. They want to make sure that they have it kind of authentic. I get it. Chinese restaurants do the same. I think. Yeah.
I mean, Panda Express seems very authentic.
Right. Nobody's ever worked at Taco Bell. It's not a Mexican.
Right.
And it's just like, it's just the way, it's another example of what this country is becoming. And it just annoyed me. I saw
crazy.
It. And I feel so bad for her because all she literally, I mean, she talked about just how excited she was or like pictures of her there all happy and ready. And she's like, oh, this is great. And she's just all over the place being accused of cultural appropriation, and it's just so stupid.
Did she start the restaurant though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as I know, she did it, but I mean, she's getting all sorts of pushback, and of course, then the other side, the people like us that think it's stupid, are probably overbuying. They're like, oh, let's go there because of this, and so hopefully she's getting that side of things as well. But I mean, it's just like, it's the West Village, and it's just kind of like I said, it's just, I'm trying to, read through it. I mean, she's all excited, and it's just like the contradiction and cognitive dissonance is maddening. Colonization is white and quite scary to see in real time. Colonization? This is from this black lady.
So a black lady is upset that a white lady is opening up a sushi restaurant.
Sure. I don't know. I mean, that's what I said. I mean, I just read the article, and it was just about how this poor woman thought it'd be great to open up. And it's probably good. And you know what? It probably doesn't affect the sushi place down the road because they have their own clientele.
Right.
And New York City has 8 quadrillion people. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah. And
the fact that people want to lash out at somebody for doing what everybody in America wants to do, which is, and Ryan sitting here, or our guest, entrepreneur, do your thing, man. Have a business. And she's being discouraged of that because what's she supposed to do? Do burgers and fries just because that's stereotypical American?
Sandwiches with mayonnaise.
Sandwiches with mayonnaise and
yogurt.
What else do we know? Yogurt, and she's supposed to yodel at the same time. Have a crayon and chalk store, or I don't know. So I wanted to tell you about Sushi Sheila, and I wish her the best.
Yes.
And if I'm in New York City, if we go there, let's fucking roll up in there. And I'll tell Sheila, like, look, this is silly. And
keep rocking, Sheila.
And I hope that she knows that, and I hope that she's not getting like.
Does she have a social media? We'll have to look her up.
I need to look that up and see, and and give her, well wishes. I hope she's not getting like.
Can we plug a restaurant?
Yeah. I mean, well, it's sushi.
Please don't tell me it's called Sushi.
No, it's
because then I will give her shit about that she couldn't come up with something better than
Sushi Counter.
Sushi Counter.
It's the sushi counter, like sushi.
Okay.
Counter. And so a bunch of people, and this is what's sad, is they went on and they gave her like a bunch of 1 stars, just because of that. And so a lot of people, and I know, and like my wife's one of them. She looks at reviews. If we're looking and there are 17 sushi places in this Metroplex, and she's like, well, let's try a new one. She's not going to go to the one that has 1.5 stars. She's going to go to the one that has 4.5 stars. And even though the 1.5 star could be the best,
right,
to us, and
there's a bunch of assholes.
But she looks at it. So by the way, everyone, go on YouTube, give us 5 stars. Spotify, 5 stars everywhere.
Please. All nice.
If you give us 1 star just because I'm going off right now, then at least comment on why you gave it the 1 star.
Right, that's fair.
And that's the point, is that they're giving this and they're making up bullshit apparently about the one, the sushi wasn't this or that, and I just feel that. So it's Sushi Counter, and it's just constant barrage of nonsense. So good luck to her, and we'll plug her. And if she somehow gets wind of this, just, I don't know, I'll take a free, just 1 roll of something. I'll take a piece of nigiri. How about that?
No avocado, no
cucumber.
Yeah. Soy paper.
Trey has his, he has his
spicy
restrictions.
mayo.
Yeah.
I like it.
Trey has demands. He's like a little, what do you call him? A little Madonna. He's a prima donna.
I am.
He'll walk into the backstage and he'll request no avocado. He just wants rice and the fish. That's it.
Yeah. With the soy paper.
Well, praise the Lord. At least he'll take the soy.
Got to hold together. Anyway.
She's probably like, this is the cheapest roll I've ever made. So anyway, Sushi Sheila, good luck.
This is kind of a good, what do we call it? A transition?
Segue. Trey.
Segue.
Yes.
Aren't those little things you ride? Little Segway? No.
Never heard of that in my life, but go ahead.
So I'm
leaving that in there for sure.
Yeah. I found a little story about paper, rock, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
So the game.
How do you say it? Do you say paper, rock, scissors?
Yeah, what do you say? What's the right way? I say, do you want to play paper, rock, scissors? That's how I say it.
Paper, rock, scissors. Okay.
But I've heard a lot of people say rock, paper, scissors.
Well, whatever.
Should we sit here and debate that for about 5 minutes?
Sure.
Right as at podcast.com.
Well, and this actually works out pretty well because this historian, Kate Charlwood, pointed out to a number of sources backing her claim that rock, paper, scissors has roots in Japanese sex work culture.
Ooh. What? Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, that's what that's actually what it says. Rock, paper, scissors, sex? ?
I tell you what, we didn't even. I'm getting so lazy. Usually, I try not to show you guys that I'm pouring some scotch, but
fuck it.
Whatever. I'll promote this Caribbean Reserve. It's a beautiful bottle, even though it's just Glenlivet.
Yeah. Thanks for
interrupting your story. Hold on. This is a great segue because you're talking about. Anyway, great segue.
So this seemingly innocent
we didn't mean to do that, people.
Yeah. Seemingly innocent battle of brains between a pair of competitors, which typically sees a challenger flash either closed fist, rock, flat hand, paper, or their index and middle finger, scissors, in a best 2 out of 3 match, is said to have begun as a form of foreplay in sex houses.
Okay, continue because I need to know a lot more.
Says it started as a sex game. Ireland-based historian, podcaster Katie Charwood revealed to her TikTok audience. Technically, it originally started out as a Sansukumi kin.
Sure.
Which was a Chinese drinking game, she continued. But when the game traveled through Japan in the 17th and 18th centuries, it became incredibly popular in brothels.
Oh.
And she's not jerking her followers around, it says. Let's see here in 1998.
I think we should go to a Japanese brothel. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Why not? We just for research.
It says, we can skip that part. It says it was in existence in the Edo period from at least 1700 onward and served as an innocent drinking game as kind of a foreplay.
Is the Edo period a Japanese thing?
Sure.
Look it up. Fuck it, I don't know.
In the amusement quarters, the writers reported, adding that the game eventually gained popularity outside of the brothels as an adults began playing it around the house with kids. It played enormous roles in leisure. This gets boring. I wanted to know more about the exotic or erotic shit.
Some people think you should research the article before we do the show.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Should we just instead do a best 2 of 3 paper, rock, scissors right now?
I don't know.
Not in this way, just a normal.
I'm trying to read a little bit further. Okay, here we go. So Charwood expressed the shocking significance of scissors in the face-off during its dirty donning, suggesting that the hand gesture had more to do with the cutting away of clothes rather than a steamy sexual position. Sees one variation of the game had players remove an item of clothing every time they lost a round, she alleged, effectively making it strip rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. Trey and I, we were planning on playing that after the show.
Yeah. Strip. Yeah. So I'm trying to read a little bit further into this. That's about it. So rock, paper, scissors.
The Japanese
started out
as a naughty game and based on results. So it was still
what paper and rocks.
But it was still the same. It was still the same game.
Yeah.
They just it was like a drinking game, or like when something happened, it was like strip poker.
Right. So can you believe in 17th and 18th centuries that they were doing this shit? So
no, I think they were more laid back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you always see like, I don't know, this powerful dude just laying in the bathtub. He's got 6 naked chicks on him, and they're just like, "Oh, this is fantastic."
And they're all just playing paper, rock, scissors.
Yeah. Paper, rock. This is fantastic.
I wonder how many ghosts these ads going on too.
Well, I didn't tell you about the ghosts that were behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, real quick, one round on 3. On 3.
On 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You won.
I won.
What does that mean you get to do to me?
I'm gonna summon a ghost and we'll figure out some freaky shit to do to you.
As long as you don't get the rock involved, I'm fine. Statham maybe, but
no promises.
The rock.
Promises.
Who was your third guy that you said you really liked recently? There's
a third one.
You had a third, but apparently he hasn't not got worked.
He hasn't got to that level yet.
Yeah. Okay.
We're all about learning.
That was great information.
Some little history.
That was great information. Half the time it was, let me see. I haven't really.
Well, they went into. I'm sorry.
No,
into some different shit. And I was like, wait a minute. There's supposed to be some kinky stuff going on.
It sounds like there was.
Yeah.
It reminds me. Okay, look, people. Trey and I are always going to talk about Friends, and I think we should for a little while because of Matthew Perry. But the episode they went to the beach house, and it was actually like sandy.
Yes.
Because of the flood damage, and they were all sitting there and they were bored. It was raining out, and Joey's like trying to get everybody to play strip poker.
Yeah,
that's what that just reminded me of.
Cards?
You and me, they have cards, but they play like strip Happy Days game.
Yeah, strip Happy Days.
But outside, Ross is trying to talk to Rachel seriously, and then Chandler and Joey walk out, and you just hear Chandler go, "No, I'm not going to play you one-on-one strip poker for practice." For practice.
I do remember that.
That's what that reminded me of. We're going to play one-on-one paper, rock, scissors for practice.
No, not going to do it.
Not going to happen. Okay, well. All right. Yeah, I feel like tonight I'm bitching and you're providing the funny, which, maybe that's what we need to do.
Isn't that what we do in our real lives too?
Look, every once in a while, I'm hit or miss. So tonight I'm in the no column. Maybe there are a few here and there. I made you smile. Ish. Okay, I'm gonna bitch really fast.
Bring this back down.
It's not back down. You need to stay up for this because I'm gonna bitch at it. I'm gonna bitch about it, and people have heard about it. We're gonna hashtag it because it's fucking out there right now. It's so much out there that TikTok had to take it off because of the threat that it was promising. What that is all these fucks are reading Osama bin Laden's letter to America before he attacked our country in 2001.
He wrote a letter?
He wrote a letter basically explaining how the Western world is evil and how there's a nonstop jihad against everybody that wasn't Muslim, and a lot of the stuff that he was bringing up was it wasn't just one thing.
Should I be offended that I didn't get this letter?
Yeah, we didn't. It wasn't like he sent it out in an email chain, Trey.
Oh,
it was something that they had, but it, but the Somalian thing, there's the Chechnya and the Russian. I mean, all these different types of things. The Muslims in Guantanamo. There were a bunch of examples he gave on why he was going to attack, and one of them happened to be the Palestinian Israeli issue, and how he claimed the Israelis were on land that wasn't theirs, which is the Palestinian argument, right?
This is coming from a credible source.
This is
Osama.
Right.
Gotcha.
This is coming from one of the most evil terrorists that we've ever dealt with as Americans. I would hope that most of the world can see through this fucking asshole. But all I care about is our country in this situation.
Right.
And our country was hit. We lost 3,000 people, and we went and fucked shit up.
Yeah.
And eventually we got this asshole, and that's it. The fact that we have college students that weren't even alive reading this letter out loud, or quoting it, or putting it on their TikTok, or hashtagging letter to the U.S. or whatever the hashtag was.
Yeah.
As some sort of justification for the Palestinian side and for Hamas, that if you're treated poorly, then you should be able to retaliate like Hamas did.
Wow.
The fact that that is even being taught or allowed or even considered, it makes me, I mean, I don't know if I've ever been this upset on this show about an issue.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to, that's why I'm going to make it quick, because we tried to do an entire show like that, and I still couldn't make it. I had to make at least one little joke. And did you see him too? She goes, huh? She kind of half laughed. But it just enrages me, and the idea, and the way I'll leave it is this: any of you assholes that are listening that think that for some strange reason, there might have been something to Osama and his ideologies and what he was thinking. Maybe he shouldn't have killed 3,000 people and stolen our planes and crashed into our buildings.
Yeah.
But maybe there was some, there are a lot of people that think that about Hitler. Oh, he had some good ideas. Maybe he shouldn't have killed 6 million people, but there's some good ideas there. And that's the same shit that's going on now. And let me remind you fucks, that he also said this: we'll call all of you, to be a people of manners, principle, honor, and purity, to reject the immoral acts of fornication, which is sex, homosexuality, intoxicants, which is alcohol and whatever, gambling, trading with interest, on and on and on. Basically, all of the things
that we enjoy.
But that the people that are saying this are defending women's rights, their body right to choose, this homosexuality.
Yeah.
Yes, I have self-proclaimed lean a little more right on the political side, lean left socially. I've admitted that. But when it comes to homosexuality, I'm all the way for homosexuality. If you're gay, great.
Right.
Be gay.
Got some good cuddling.
They have more fun, honestly, right? They're just happy. They seem so fucking happy. It's right there in the name.
Yeah.
Right? And so you forget this part. And that's what gets me mad, is the same people, the same gay people, not all of them, obviously, but there's so many that are out there like, oh, Palestine, or oh, poor innocent Muslims that are being, treated so poorly. Well, these people want to throw you off the roofs.
Right.
That's what they want to do. And it's right there in the Quran we talked about. It's right here in his fucking letter that he wrote that everybody's reciting.
Go stand side by side with these Palestinians.
Go ask them. Yeah, go over there. Go talk to them. Be like, we're with you. See what happens.
Bring the gay flag with you.
Yeah.
Stand proud.
Hang it right next to that Palestinian flag and let's see what happens.
Right.
And that's what gets me. And it's just like, come on. Like, you can be, and let me, and then I'll finish. You can be pro-Palestinian. in this situation. You can believe what you want. We want to learn. Be pro-Palestinian. Tell us why. Okay, you believe that the land was taken from you.
Right.
Okay, let's talk about that. The Israeli response is that Gaza was attempted to be given to you, and you didn't take advantage because you wanted all of it.
Right.
So are we not sharing anymore? Or, let's have a conversation about all those things.
Yeah.
But the moment you start using this complete piece of shit as some sort of a martyr, which is what he wanted. In fact, that's what he says here. He says, Islam is the nation of martyrdom, the nation that desires death more than you desire life. And that's the enemy we're up against when it comes to Muslim extremists, like Hamas. And that's going to piss people off. And I don't care. Hamas is a Muslim extremist group that has somehow been elected by Palestinians for the Gaza region. And I am not okay with Muslim extremists because of this mindset that I just told you. They are willing to die for their cause. And so I'm done with it. I don't want to, anyway, I had to get that out. And I don't know if you have any comments about the Osama letter issue or if you heard about it.
No, basically what you said is crazy that these young people would be so behind it, especially with when it comes to homosexuality, when it comes to just sex and gambling and alcohol and all that stuff. All these people. All these people, are they that pure that they're like, yes,
right?
He's speaking the truth here.
They're looking at one thing that he said, and they go, "Oh well, poor Palestine."
Right.
And he said, "Poor Palestine." Maybe there was more to this guy, and that's the mindset. We weren't even alive when 9/11 happened, so they don't feel the emotion that like you and I felt.
Right.
And the whatever, and the fact that they can't. That's what's wrong in this country right now. Is the United States used to be a country that no matter what, it was like, we might be divided until you fuck with us.
Yeah.
And once this country's messed with, we're together. And in this case, it feels like everybody's divided and no one cares. And if we talk about 9/11, people are like, let's listen to what Osama had to say. Seriously?
If they're this passionate, though, just...
They're not.
Jump on a plane to get over and help those Palestinian people out that have been oppressed.
Well, we should start a GoFund for these people and say, hop on the plane, go over there.
Fight.
They're going to welcome you. This is what you think. They're going to welcome you. And bring a copy of Osama's letters, inspiration, and put it on as a cover on your iPad or some shit.
Fly it proud.
Yeah. So that's it for that. Anyway, real quick, kind of related to that is a positive from Florida.
Okay.
Your favorite state.
My favorite state. What they do
usually
now?
Some
what kind
crazy
of dumb shit did they do now?
No. This was a good thing, and I'm super proud, and I was excited to see it.
Oh shit, this will be fun.
So get this, Florida government is voting to take away all financial aid from any college student that supports Hamas.
Hey, hell yeah.
Right?
Why not?
And let me reiterate to all the Palestinian listeners right now.
I don't know what that reaction was, but maybe you can cut that out.
Oh, fuck no, I'm not cutting that out. I'm going to use that as my ringtone, and that was awesome. Hey, yo. Whoa, hey. And now I just did it. No. And for all the Palestinian listeners, when I get excited about this, it's not about the Palestinian people that are innocent, that have suffered. It's about Hamas. And it's about a group that their brutality has superseded humanity, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't give a shit what's happened in the past. If that's happening now, I'm not for it. So when this government in Florida, who doesn't mess around, by the way, you notice that Florida's just kind of like, they have some shit going on, that funny stories, but then they're like, you're flying a Palestinian flag and you support Hamas on our campus? Fuck you.
Yeah, you're done.
They're talking about not only not giving them aid, but making them pay out-of-state tuition.
There you go. Hell yeah.
For people that even live there. And I thought...
Why not?
I thought that's a great idea.
Go Florida.
Again, not because I'm anti-Palestinian, because I'm anti-Hamas, an extremist terrorist group.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, God. It's time. Let's see how fast we can do. Let's see how fast we can do the
Five states. We need a little song for our 5 states.
Just how about wah wah wah?
All right.
All right, 5 states. The what is it?
Count them down. Number 5.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. The one thing that the worst at.
One thing each state is worst at, and we are on New York. Go.
New York, worst to be a taxpayer.
Next. Works to be a taxpayer. Yeah, they have high taxes.
It says that New Yorkers pay the highest average state and local taxes at a wallet-busting $9,718 per year. That's 39% higher than the national median.
That does seem a lot.
So,
one of my, we'll call him a colleague, Trey, since we're right on his level, Howard Stern.
We're on his level.
He's a colleague. He also hates podcasters because he thinks we're like fake radio, which we probably are. I don't know. He's radio. He was radio.
Okay.
Talk show radio. But I used to listen to him until he kind of went off his rocker politically. But anyway, he's the kind of guy I'm talking about where it's, instead of sitting down and being rational, he kind of went AWOL during COVID. That COVID scared the shit out of him. Anyway, so he always talked about how New York, where he's based, paid for the rest of the country almost.
Yeah.
He'd say somebody calling from Alabama or one of those, Bible Belt states and started talking shit about whatever economic policy, and he's like, "Guess what? We're paying for you."
Taxes are covering you.
That's interesting you say that, and now I didn't know that if it was true or not, but I suppose Howard has a research team. So the worst at highest taxes, is that what you said?
Highest taxes,
okay.
Yeah.
Next.
It says worst at being a taxpayer. North Carolina, worst state for education. So this worst state for education based on a number of factors such as education spending, student to teacher ratio, and percentage of dumb kids.
Does it really say that?
Yes.
It's fantastic. Okay, is it mostly elementary and middle school, or are they talking about college too?
It didn't specify.
Because you got Duke and UNC
North Carolina,
and some pretty good schools. And those are just the big schools, and they have some good small ones too.
Oh my God, I love this next one.
Okay, next.
North Dakota.
I want to go there just to say I've been there, but go ahead.
Least visited.
I swear, people, I did not plan that.
That's pretty funny.
I just to say you've been there. Like, what's there? At least South Dakota has the fucking the Mount Rushmore or some shit. What does North Dakota have?
It says
A bunch of buffalo or bison, where the hell they are?
It says geographically isn't really helping. Geography, I'm sorry, isn't really helping North Dakota out since it's isolated from a lot of the country, but it's
cold
not
as shit.
like South Dakota is somehow geographically sexier. The big difference, North Dakota doesn't have a huge tourist attraction like Mount Rushmore, unless
I swear I didn't write
consider
this, people.
The National Buffalo Museum a must-see.
Well, I do consider the National Buffalo. But you know what I learned in Wyoming when I was up there?
Yeah.
Yellowstone, from our snowmobiling tour guide.
Right.
So I'm sure he knows everything. They're not buffalo. In the United States, they're bison.
Bison, yeah.
And the buffalo is actually overseas. So if they're talking about a buffalo museum, they're full of shit.
Fucked up that. I mean,
Maybe that's why nobody's there.
Nobody goes there.
Next.
Ohio, worst water.
Really? Well, that's because Mexico is on the list. So Ohio is the worst water. See, I've been through Ohio a lot, but I don't remember stopping and like drinking their tap water.
No. Yeah, well, don't. It says came in dead last in a study of water cleanliness by the Natural Resources Defense Council. There's something in the water might actually explain why Ohio's professional sports teams never win anything.
Dang it. And then, unfortunately, Cleveland ended up winning.
And last but not least.
Oh, you're ready to go. Just next.
Oklahoma. I guess that is least. Lowest produce consumption.
Oh, that means they're fatties and they don't eat any of the fruits and vegetables.
While Oklahoma's fast food titan Sonic offers 398,000 different drink combinations and sells roughly 3 billion tater tots a year, it doesn't appear as if too many fruits and vegetables are making their way into those meals.
I didn't know that. If you had asked me, because didn't we have one that said they're the worst at working out? Wasn't that like Delaware or some shit?
One of them, yeah.
I don't know if Oklahoma would be like the fattest state. What would you think? Oklahoma? Or like,
As the fattest state?
yeah, well, if someone said, what's the state that's the fattest? I guess that makes sense.
I don't know. I'm starting to think like Georgia, Alabama.
Yeah, states down there. Georgia, not Georgia. That's kind
Nebraska,
of Atlanta
maybe?
and all that. But maybe like places that don't have a lot
Kansas.
going on. They just eat.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so that's great. Did we do 5?
That was 5.
I think we did 5 in like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's the way to do this segment.
Yes.
Yeah, seriously. You know me, it was very difficult to go fast. I wanted to talk about New York, taxes. And,
Oh, I know.
All right.
To draw that shit out.
All right. I'm still pissed about the fucking Osama bin Laden bullshit.
Let's move on.
Okay. Thank you for
Deep
redirecting me.
Here we
And we'll talk more about it as we move on.
Just not right now.
Yeah. And you know what? I can't wait to hear what some of you assholes have to say on the comment section. And do it. Do it. I dare you. Do it.
Do it.
Just, kind of be nice a little bit. I don't know.
I mean, we're being nice about it.
Yeah, every once in a while, I need somebody to just be like, you guys are doing great. And you don't get that.
A pat on the butt.
Yeah. I think Trey and I both like ass
Yeah.
pats.
We'll have to get a ghost to pat us on the ass and say, good game.
That's what it is. We don't need sexual favors. We just need a little
Ghost love.
cuddle from the ghost. All right. Well, last thing we're going to do, as our usual, is an awareness of self-awareness.
Dun, dun, dun.
We need to get a real thing in there because you do that. When you do that, it sounds like we can't figure out how to do the real thing. Let's get real music. Okay.
Maybe for...
Where's our fucking music guy? He
Yeah.
hasn't been anywhere. I haven't heard from him.
I mean, he doesn't answer our calls. He doesn't write.
I think I asked him the other day. I was like, "So, are you caught up on the show?" He's like, "I stopped. I'm too busy." I'm like, "Well,
Really?
thanks for your support." No. He's like, "I'm trying to catch up and whatever." And I get it. Don't get me wrong.
No hug for him next time I see him.
Yeah, it's not like people have 4 hours a day to listen to podcasts, but you know what? Try. Try your best. Do it as you go to sleep.
There you go. We'll put you to sleep.
We'll do self-awareness. I've got 2. They're okay. I mean, I think they're good. They qualify for sure.
Yeah.
But do you have anything? When's the last time you've actually had one of these? Have you run out? Do people not piss you
I
off?
forget to write down my pissed off.
No one pisses you
issues.
off anymore, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do. I think my mom would be pissed if I talked about her on the show, though.
But see, that's what I was literally about to ask you, Trey. This is why we're where we are. I think we should do a show, not tonight, that's dangerous for us.
Oh, shit.
I mean, we talk about the things that the people closest to us do that you just want to.
Oh.
I think both of us do. The number 1 and 2. My mom, number 1, yours, number 2. To you, your mom, number 1, mine, number 2.
Why can't there be 1A and 1B?
1A and 1B. And yours is B. And I'm kidding.
1A and a half.
Our moms are fantastic. I love my mom to death. But there are some things that my mother does, and she knows, and she understands. And there are things I do, I'm sure. I'm not perfect, as we all know.
But we can't bring them on to tell that side.
We're not going to bring them on.
No.
What I'm saying is that we'll do a show one night where our awareness of self-awareness segment is about the things our moms do, the things our dads do, the things our wives, my wife does,
Asshole.
your girlfriend does, things that the people closest to us, where it's just like, why do we love these people?
That's a good one.
Right? Well, anyway, so tonight, you know what? If you got an issue and you have to clear your throat every 10 seconds, you figure it out and go away for a while until you figure it out. I mean, it's like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, so the other day I was, and then I went down to this. I mean, and I'm not kidding. It's that quick. And finally, and then I start counting between, and so I'm not even listening to what they're saying.
Now
Like,
I'm feeling self-conscious.
They're like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, absolutely not, because I can't believe you're at 11 seconds before you've cleared your throat again.
Yeah, that's bad.
So that's one of them. Be aware if you've got, figure it out. Like, I don't now in my throat.
Starting to scratch, yeah.
So,
But it's our show.
if you need to drink water or some tea or something, if you've got a big issue, then tell me.
Handle it.
Or handle it, or tell me at least and say, I'm sorry, I've got this going on. But just, if I'm next to you, and you're just like, I don't need that.
Hey, give us a chance to go talk to somebody else.
This one was inspired by my children. And I don't expect my children to understand it because they are almost 2 and almost 4. What I do expect is for adults to understand it. And what that is inside voice and outside voice.
I'm horrible at that.
I actually
ask one of your kids about
I actually
mine?
thought about you when I did this, but yours it's not as bad.
Oh.
Well, it is bad, but for me, it's more the people that are like right next to you.
Yeah.
And you're looking at a piece of paper or something, and they're just like, "Yeah, you know what you're saying?" Like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And it's just like, dude, you could literally whisper as lightly as you could, and I can hear you.
Yeah.
Just be aware of that. I mean, if the person you're talking to is like doing this kind of stuff, it means you're doing something that's making that person uncomfortable. Just kind of moving away.
See, my girlfriend texted me the other day. She was like, there's a guy literally in another room, and I can hear his conversation on his cell phone. I said, baby, I'm that guy. You know? So
I don't know. Like you are sometimes, but I also think that you know your time and a place. Like you get that. I'm going to tell you a quick story, and then we'll end. Unless I have another story. But we'll end. And as you know, I went to an event last night.
Yes.
I told you about it. And in all fairness, the event's a good cause. It's for rescuing dogs, and you and I both love dogs. I mean, I grew up with them. You had them and missed them.
Yeah.
My mom loves them more than humans.
Yeah.
I think she would choose her former golden retriever over either of her sons.
I would too.
And so I was at this event, and it was at a house, but they had cleared out an entire room and put in, folding chairs and aisles. It looked like a wedding ceremony or something, right? So my wife and I are sitting in the back row because we're back row people, and we care about the issue, but we weren't the target. We were there. My wife's father is involved. My wife's father's spouse is involved, and we were there to support them and just be there. So we sat there, and we were on a row with 4 chairs, and next to me was an empty chair. The chair at the end was a little old lady. Okay. She was like the sweetest lady. When we said, "Hey, can we sit over there?" She's like, "Of course." And I don't think she thought we were going to go sit over there and never say a word to her again. I thought maybe she had some friends.
Yeah.
Halfway through, another little old lady, I swear they were like twins, came and goes, "Excuse me, can I sit there?" And the other lady goes, "Yeah, well, sure." And they're sitting there. And the one guy, there's this guy that came up behind one of them, and he says, "Hey, Merle." Her name was Merle.
Of course.
Hey, Merle, did you hear that did you hear they're talking about dogs from Paris, Texas? And she goes, "Yeah, that's really cool." Like, I mean, the whole place was like, what the fuck's going on? So obviously Merle couldn't hear very well.
You think?
Well, apparently neither could the other woman that sat next to her. So
what are we calling her?
I don't know her name.
Maud?
We can call her anything, Maud or Dorothy.
Dorothy? Gertrude?
Gertrude. She sat there. Gertrude. How about Gertrude? Gertrude sat there, and they became best friends over the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But neither of them can hear shit. So this woman's up there trying to give a presentation, and all you hear is, "Yeah, my grandson was down in Paris, Texas. And then his girlfriend went here, and we had 15 steer on that farm."
That's awesome.
And they just were going off. But I'm the one that's right next to them, and everyone looking back, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, I'm pointing over there like, sorry. Like, it's almost like they thought maybe I was one of their sons. Or it was so bad.
Hit the mute button on them.
And this doesn't really count because they're old, and it's kind of like the old guy farting where you're like, well, it's just Bob. He just farts.
Yeah.
He's 89. He's gonna fart. Who cares?
That's okay.
These old ladies were talking. They were excited to meet each other. But that's what it reminds me of, is when you're in a place, and if you're not 2 old ladies, be aware
that you're loud as
Don't
shit.
sit there and just
Like me.
I don't know. I feel like if you were in an event like that, you'd be able to tone it down. You don't think so?
I hope so.
I think we've been at places and you've toned it down.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. Well, we'll see.
I get excited.
We all get excited. Especially when you find out 2 orgasms a week.
Man, I'm living forever. But
I've told that story so many times. I was like, Trey's just going to be constant. Just orgasm.
Yeah.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you missed last show, 2 orgasms a week is supposed to extend your life by 3 or 4 years. And if you have how many? It's like 9 years.
Yeah.
If you have 7,000.
I forgot. I don't
know.
I'm just pumping them out. So it's okay.
You don't even care about the numbers. You're just going.
Yeah.
Bottom line, more orgasms, more years of your life.
Boom.
And Trey, like I said, on the way over here, probably had a couple. On the way home, probably a couple.
I'm immortal right now.
This is where vampirism came from.
Yeah. A whole bunch of masturbation.
everybody just taking care of business, right?
Oh, shit.
We have a friend of ours, and hopefully she'll come on soon. And she's actually from Romania, and I hope she'll come on and talk vampires with me because I'm so fascinated by the folklore.
Right.
And I think she'll admit, yes, vampires came about from pure and utter 24-hour-a-day masturbation. Right? Anyway, on that note, vampires masturbating. We're done for the night. What do you think?
It's good.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Love you. I really do love you.
I think I'm gonna summons a ghost on the way home, see if I can get a little road handy.
I wonder if the ghosts are in the cars. No wonder I orgasm randomly.
You get to I'm never riding with you again.
Thought it was you. God. We're sorry.